Hi, and welcome to the Florida Aviation Network's Plane Time broadcast. We're broadcasting live and in the clear from our studios in Oviedo, Florida, and we're so delighted that you've joined us today. I'm Ron Timmermans, one of the many hosts with the Florida Aviation Network, and joining me today is one of our Florida Aviation Network interns, Ms. Autumn Davenport. Autumn, so good to have you with us today. Good. This is your fourth or fifth time doing this, or is this
first time?
Your first time. Okay. Well, we're delighted to have you. Merry Christmas, by the way.
Oh yeah.
It's that season.
Happy holidays.
So, let's see. You've been an intern for just a few months. Is that right? Mm-hmm. And so, as we like to do with many of our interns, is get them some exposure on camera. And so today is your debut.
Yeah.
We're delighted. We're delighted to have you. We get to welcome our affiliates. Now, affiliates, people are associated with the Florida Aviation Network that perhaps can't be in the studio today during the live broadcast, but they're watching our broadcast today on the TV, wherever they're at, through our through our broadcast. And some of those include Bill Stuhl and Joel Wiener from the Jacksonville area. They're with the Civil Air Patrol. Bill and Joel, thanks. I'm glad you're joining us today. Oftentimes with us here in the studio when they can. Terry Kurtz from South Lakeland joining us today. Not in the studio today unless I missed her. I think sometimes she's here, but today she's probably watching from her home. Glenn Sims in Lakeland with the Civil Air Patrol. It's good to have you with us. Paul Adrian and John Weber from Leesburg with the EA Chapter 534 in Leesburg. We're glad you're with us today. Autumn, who else do we have?
Barbara Phillips in Orlando with the EAA Chapter 74. And we also have Robert Jackson Palm Coast with the FAST Team Program Manager, and now with the Florida Aviation Network. Also, we have Javier Caldren, FAST Team Program Manager with the Orlando FSDO, Vicki Sherman in Ormond Beach with the Civil Air Patrol, and
let's see,
Keith Phillips in Spruce Creek with the EAA Chapter 288, Joel Schroms in Titusville with the EAA Chapter 866, Brenna Wright in Sanford with the Naval Air Station Sanford Information Headquarters, Bill McClung in Tampa with the National Aviation Safety Foundation and Florida Aviation Network, Michael Minner in Tampa with the Tampa FSDO, Dennis Hayes in Fort Myers with the Chapter EAA 66, William Billy Holloway in Birmingham with the Birmingham FSDO, Sam Gross in Tampa with the FAST Team. Do you want to carry on?
Barry Simmons from Inverness. Thanks for joining us today. You're with the EA Chapter 1674. From Live Oak up in the northern part of the peninsula, Tommy Diedemann with the EA Chapter 797, Joe Liccardi and Michael Ketchpaw in Fort Pierce with EA Chapter 908, Rob Williams from South Carolina, Triple Tree Aerodrome. Rob, it's good to have you with us. You are often very active with the Florida Aviation Network, and we appreciate your continued involvement. Laura Spoler with the Orlando Women in Aviation International. Normally, actually, Laura is here in the studio today. So, Laura, it's good to have you with us. Not joining us on the broadcast, but in person. That's even better. Jim Waymeyer and Cress Wise in the Villages with the Villages Aviation Club. Hello to all you folks up there. I've been up to see you a time or two, and Tweet Coleman is a member of that aviation club as well. Willis Reese in the St. Petersburg area with the Civil Air Patrol. It's good to have you joining us as well. Thanks for joining us today. And we have some networks that are actually turning or archiving our signal, and these would include the Aeronautical Proficiency Training Network in St. Louis and the Wings Industry Network folks. Those are headed up by John Typen in St. Louis. And John, thank you for all you do to help Florida Aviation Network. That's really great. So those are all the folks that are we know that are watching today. There might be others as well. And we have a great program that's coming up for you on Florida Aviation Network, Plane Time number 30, I guess. So in a few moments, we'll queue up at the top of the hour, and we will have Mr. Bob Jex, who is going to be talking to us about the GAJSC. That stands for General Aviation Joint Safety Committee. Each year they put out various topics for aviation safety things that they would like us to discuss as an aviation community, and Bob's going to go through those both for the aviators and for the mechanics as well. They also put out a list of topics for mechanics and those that are fixing our airplanes. Following that, I get to interview someone, a good friend of mine and a colleague and fellow flight instructor, Mr. John Tenney, and you're going to learn a lot about John Tenney that you haven't known before. And he's got a great history, been a long time resident of the Orlando area, and very involved in the aviation community and in the FAST team. He is a FAST team representative. And then, as we often do, near the end of our broadcast this morning, Dr. George Bartuska is going to give his very popular Sky Insights briefing, and that'll be something for all of us to learn about weather. Dr. George Bartuska, the weather guy, as we call him. So, a lot coming up in the next few minutes, so stay with us. We'll be back in a few minutes with the first of our very interesting topics today. For the Florida Aviation Network, we are Amber Davenport and Ron Timmermans. Thank you for joining us. Stay tuned, more to come.